57414, man. Free the boy Larry. So you already know, man. I gotta go ahead and give you all these settings, man, on what I like to do and what I use on this 2K26 and everything and whatnot. I will be dropping some defensive tutorial videos and everything, man. So just be on standby that because I know a lot of people have been asking you, like, bro, drop a defensive tutorial. So 2K is still broken with a lot of stuff, especially with the contest system and everything, man. So I just been like kind of like just dabbing through the settings and everything to figure out which one I like the most. So when I get a for sure one, I'm gonna drop it. But I could give y'all what I use now, but I'm still like not really too content with it and everything. But I'm doing pretty good and everything. But I'm gonna give y'all some settings on that and everything. But first thing is first, man. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're not new to the channel, man, appreciate you for showing love and everything. First thing first, if you're new to this game, man, put the difficulty on pro or rookie or whatever so you can get a feel of it and everything. When you know you're good at it, man, put it on Hall of Fame and you go from there. So that's self-explanatory. You know, Hall of Fame, that's the only way you're going to get better if you put it on Hall of Fame. Don't play on anything lower than that. Motion blur, if you don't like all like the brightness and everything in the game, you can turn that down. Me, I have good vision, so I leave it alone. I just put it on 50 and just let it stay default, so I never touch it and everything. You don't really have to worry about none of this stuff and everything. I'm gonna see how much they let me see in these settings. Then we're gonna go to controller settings. All right, so actually, let me see. All right, hold on. Let me have to go back to the end. Actually, all right. So we're gonna go back to the end, and then let's see how this go. So, all right, we're gonna go on features, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. So code settings, because obviously I wasn't able to do the code settings before and everything. So with the adaptive coaching engine, you want to make sure you turn that off and everything or whatever, you know, because you don't want the AI doing stuff that you don't want it to do and everything for you and everything. My bad, y'all. I'm over here trying to get my stuff adjusted and everything because everything is going all crazy, but forgive me. But yeah, make sure you turn this off and everything because you don't want the AI making any type of calls or defense or offense, you know, doing stuff for you and everything or whatever, because that also comes to substitution. If you leave this on auto, you can have your player on fire, you know, he just cooking, and then your AI, your computer, not computer, but your coach end up taking them out the game and everything, so it's dumb. So make sure you put this on manual. Never have this on auto. Substitution method, you know, if you're a person that like to use your starting five the whole game and you know you don't want them to get substituted out, that's only if you have this on auto and you don't want them to get taken out the game until they're tired, then just put it on fatigue until they're all tired and everything. Other than that, you can rotate the different ones and everything or whatnot. If you're a person that run plays, which I like to run plays because that's realistic basketball, the style of play that they play on here right now where they're constantly spamming pick and rolls, and that's not real basketball. That's all these bums do on this 2K26. I mean, they've been doing it on a lot of them, but 2K26 and 25, spamming pick and rolls and rim running has been the worst and everything. So this one is very bad right now. So I wish they would help and fix the contest system and the paint defense because it definitely needs a buff. But if you run plays, put this on all plays so that way you can see the whole court and everything and what they do. Also, your play vision display, put it on full so that way you get a whole highlight of everything that's being done on the floor so you can see where the ball is supposed to go, who's the player that's going to come up and everything. So if you run plays, you know what to do. Put this on full and put your play calling on message on show all so you can see everything on the court and they bring you from there. Put this on manual because you don't want your players fouling at the wrong time in the last quarter, you know, where it's kind of clutch moment, so make sure you turn it on manual. Team communication. I put this on defense only. I don't need help on offense. I can score on offense without a problem. Defense, I put this on defense only so that way when your teammate, if they're actually by, they let you know if they're going to switch or go under or go over and everything. So they give you a heads up so that way you know what to do, how to react to certain stuff and everything. So make sure you put this on defense only. Freelance, if you like to run freelance and everything, you can put this on dynamic or static, you know, and also you can put on repeat on success or do not repeat, you know. So basically, if you ran a freelance play and they scored the first one, you can keep it on repeat on success, or you can put on do not repeat, and then just give you a variety of different stuff and everything or whatnot, you know. So that's what it is for that. So then we're gonna go to controller settings. I got my shot timing on because I like to see when I shoot a jumper, I like to see if I timed it too late or if I shot it too early and everything or whatever. So I know what to do on the next one. When it's a team that I never played with and I don't know they shot, know a certain person shot, I like to lead his own, so I know exactly what I need to do and how I need to release the jump shot on the next one, or so you just vary with that. My layup timing, I had that on because sometimes I play with my layup meter off, so I need to low if I held the analog or the S button too long, or if I let it go too fast and everything. So you also want to make sure you turn on your layup meter if you don't play with the meter on. So my opinion. Free throw timing, I leave that off. I don't like to see my free throw meter on the screen. I obviously know how to shoot my free throws, so just pay attention to that. This right here, I used to play on jump on 25. I'm with the shooting now on 26. I'm leaning doing both. I'm shooting with X and the analog and everything. So if you're new, my opinion to you is put it on push so you can get the feel of it and everything. Jump is the fastest one, so just go and practice on that and everything if you actually doing if you're actually shooting with the S button or the analog or whatever, just go through these, but stick with push if you're new to this 2K, and so that way you can get the feel of it and everything or whatnot. Um, Let me see. Turn this off right here, especially if you like to dribble. A lot of people that can dribble, you want to turn this off and everything, because the only thing you don't want to see is your player dribbling for themselves and everything, because you may want to put your own moves together and then you can't because the passive dribbler is enabled. So turn this off if you want to do all your own dribble moves and everything when you're going into an ISO. So make sure you turn this off. I put my icon passing on for receiver control and everything or whatever. So that way, if it's a person on the floor, you just move your analog to that direction of the player that you want, and you can control them. Once you hold there, you got to move it to them. Then you hold the icon or whoever. You hold B or O on PlayStation, and you can control them, make them move around wherever you want them to do and everything or whatnot. So I put that on full receiver control. Um, this right here, a lot of people put this on default. A lot of people put this on openness and direction. Me, I go and adjust it myself and everything, because me, a lot of time I icon pass. I hope you will icon pass, but a lot of time if I'm using analog, if I don't like think quick or icon pass, I go and adjust this, because wherever I move my analog, majority of the time it's going to go to the player that's open and everything. So you can just go in and tweak these settings and everything or whatever, or you can put it on openness and then it'll give you their own settings and everything or sliders on what they want to do. So that's what I do. Um, I turn the auto live passer off. I don't want my passes going over people's heads and everything or whatever, because the AI they kind of it's kind of crazy. The interception passes are definitely pretty crazy and everything. So if you really want to avoid getting um, a lane steals and everything or whatever, it's best to just do a bounce pass and everything. So you can push B on the Xbox or O on your PlayStation, and you do a bounce pass. That way you can avoid getting a lot of steals and everything or whatnot. So I turn this off. I don't need the ball going over my opponent's heads and everything or whatnot. Uh, Receiver control. This one right here. A lot of people they put this on handoff pitch. They do that. So you would put it on handoff pitch if you're a person that, I guess you got a lot of people that panic. If you want to avoid getting a turnover passing the ball, while in the pass lane where you playing against a person that's pretty good in the passing lanes, you would just hold O or B on your controller, and the nearest player will come over and grab the ball out the person's hand instead of you throwing it to them. They just come over and grab the ball out of their hand, and then you can go from there and everything. Me, I'm a pretty comp player, so I never put this on handoff pitch. I just put on receiver control. So you just want to read the floor and know your opponent and what they like to do and everything or whatever. So just be careful on how you making your passes and everything. You be good. But if you want to avoid that, put it on handoff pitch pass, and you be good to go. On this help defense button function, I put it on call for help. So 2K got a habit of, man, if you push LB or L1 on your controller, man, it's supposed to send help. Sometime it do, sometime it don't. So what this does, if you got a mismatch in the paint, you got like a Shaquille O'Neal against a Jason Terry or something. Um, you want to call for help. You want to push L1 or LB on your controller, and then it's supposed to send help. Sometime it don't. So what you have to do, you have to push the LB or L1, and then select the icon that you want to come over there and help you out. And honestly, if you were smart enough, if you know you have a mismatch and you can't think that quick enough, foul. Anytime I know it's a mismatch and I don't want to, if I know my L1 is not working and they're not coming, and I don't want to take my time to hurry up and try to select the icon to come help, just because a lot of time when you get put in that type of post animation, somebody gonna drop step you. Just follow him, especially if you're going against Shaquille O'Neal. He can't shoot good free throws, so it's best to just follow him and everything. But this is what this for, so I put it on call for help and everything. Shading indicator, I don't care about that. I never look at that, so that's really nothing. But what it is, it shows you at the bottom of your feet, like where you're in the red zone, the green zone, where it lets you know where you're at on the defense and everything. So it lets you know where you need to get back to. But if you know how to play defense, man, you don't really have to worry about that. Who to guard? I turn this off. I don't know why people play with it on. I turn it off because when you have it on, it says if you want to go switch to a different player. And if you don't manually switch it, it's going to feel like you're being dragged, but you're not facing that player that you're trying to go run to. It's going to still have you locked on to the player that you're supposed to hold regularly. So me, I turn this off so that way I can go switch easy without feeling like I'm being dragged and like I'm still being stuck, locked on this player and everything. So turn this off if you want to play better defense. Like you don't need to have it on, but if you want to have it on, be my guest and everything. But me, I like to switch on and off of defense with different players and everything or whatever. So I turn mine off, so you just go from there. And everything else, pretty much, I don't really touch. I put my box out assist strength on 75. If you're not a time rebounds, then you're pretty good, so you can adjust that however you want to adjust it, and you just go from there. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know about the customized hub. If you haven't, 2K25 is burned this all out and everything, so you have your different uh, animations and everything or whatnot. I got my visibility on all shots, so I like to see what my opponent is shooting. If they're shooting with the rhythm shooting, if they're shooting with the X button, it shows you everything when you put it on, or you can just put it on for just your shots only and everything. They got these different type of stuff and everything. Flame, you got the ball, different type of animations and everything or whatever. So you can just look through that. A lot of big things, but it's the same thing 2K always have and everything or whatnot. Then you have your shot meters. As I told you, I have my jump shots off and everything, so I only have my timing off my jump shots. Layup, I have that on so I can know how I timed it right and everything. And then you also have all the different type of animations, for your meters and everything that you want to go through and everything. So just find what suits you, what you're comfortable with, and you go from there and everything. So you guys already know that. And then the shot feedback, you can have it on just yourself, or you can have it on just free throws. So you can put on something simple and then show you that. User only, yours right there, and free throws only. So different ones, you can just go through that and everything. So it's common sense and everything. So I don't really have to go too much into that and everything. And then what I like to do for offense, go through this, show you guys what I like to do for like freelance wise. So offense, freelance wise, man. So these are your freelancers when you come down here, you know. So if you've been playing 2K, obviously everybody that plays 2K right now, everybody running a 5 out and everything. A lot of people, 5 out is cool, but I like to switch it up. I like to do a lot of different stuff. I run plays, I do series, I do freelances, I do a lot of different stuff and everything. So this is for a 5 out team. Obviously, if you have a center that can shoot and everything, run 5 out, and it'll go and do a lot of different stuff. Bucks, a lot of people been using that for a while. That's always been a good freelance and everything. But I'm gonna give you the ones that I like using every now and then. But it's also depends on the type of team that you're using. So um, pick accordingly when it comes to these freelancers and everything. So I like motion. Motion is pretty good. They got decent little plays up in there. It's not a very big selection, but they're constantly moving. So I do like that. Flow is a very good one. Flow give a lot of 3 point plays and everything or whatever. But as you look at the negatives, it's really no interior scoring and everything, so it's going to be a lot of 3 point plays. Me, I like shoot three, so it don't matter. I can also get in the paint when I want to, so I can adjust with this. But it lets with these type of offenses for Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Steph Curry. Obviously, they have these type too. But I use flow. That's a good one that I like to use. Pace is also a good one. Pace has a lot of action going on, but you can also see with the negatives, not a great offense for stand still shooters. So like Klay Thompson's and all of them, just knock down shooters like that. It's not a good thing for them because pace, you're constantly moving and everything or whatever. But if you know how to adjust, man, you'll be all right. But this freelance is more for like slashers, Jalen Brown, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, obviously, as I say, Jason Tatum, and a lot of different stuff and everything. Point is also a good one. A lot of screens being set, a lot of 3 point plays and everything. So this is a good one to use. But I'm going through the ones that I like to use. I like using Slice. Slice has a lot of good plays up in there and everything. But obviously, if you look at the spacing, you can tell. It tells you, it's crowded for modern NBA offense, like a ball movement. So it's just the spacing wise. But if you know how to play 2K, man, you can get around all that and everything. 21 delay is also a good freelance if you like to use that. But the best one I like to use right now in this 2K is a new one, driving kick. Just because a lot of people are off balling now and nobody wants to play man defense at all. So if you have a 5 out team, this is the best one to do because when you're using the 5 out offense, people are going to move around still because they're going to run a freelance, so they're most likely going to do a play. But this one right here, you don't have to worry about that because everybody's going to stand still in one spot. So a lot of time when people are off balling, they're going to go to the wings, they're going to go to the corners. So the minute that you beat the AI and you're finna drive, majority of the time they're gonna send the help. So somebody's gonna leave from they're gonna leave their matchup to come over there and try to stop you on the drive. So if you're quick enough, you can go ahead and dish it out to the corner, and you can knock down that three and everything. So, in my opinion, this is one of the best ones for me right now in this 2K26 because all the off balling and everything. So, uh, just go through it, man, and play through it, man, and let me know what y'all like in the comment section. I will be dropping a defensive tutorial video soon. Like I said, I'm still going through it. Like, this the only 2K where I constantly been in the 2KU practicing with the defensive stuff and everything because it's broken still. The contest system is broken and the paint defense is terrible. So when I get a for sure one that I'm doing pretty good right now. My record is pretty good, but one thing about it though, about almost 20 losses, almost 20 losses is due to 2K connection errors and everything. So I'm gonna definitely show y'all some of that. I'm gonna give y'all some footage and everything. I think right now my record is like 80 something and 30. But like I said, almost 20 of them losses came from 2K disconnections and everything. But if y'all knew how I was on 2K25, y'all know I definitely do my thing on PlayStation and Xbox, man. But man, until next time, YouTube, man, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're not, man, you already know what's up, man. We're gonna keep it coming, man. Lock in, y'all.